Welcome Star Wars Force Arena players to this brand new video. Today we are going to talk about update 3.2. The dust has settled and it's given me time to absorb how I feel about the update. I'm going to talk about what I like to call the good, the bad and the Netmarble. And you're seeing on the screen right now a platinum pack, free platinum pack. Ooh, how generous of Netmarble. And there's a reason for that, which I'll come to when I cover the Netmarble section of this video. So let's talk about the good, and I'll open this up while I do that actually. So the good stuff in 3.2, the new leaders without a doubt are great fun to play. The animations as usual are spot on. Weasel's hilarious if you've got them unlocked and able to use him in the game. So that's a good thing. What else is good? The changes to the fixes, I should say, to the emulators working is great. So for those of you who played on BlueStacks or Nox, the game should work again now, which is really good news. Also, if you've got older tablets, the game stopped working on those. Again, it should start working again now, which is another good sign. So we have to be grateful for that. Victory rewards have been boosted. But this is also a good thing. You know, you get silver packs, you get commons, you get a bunch of... You get leaders, you get uniques, you get stuff, you get credits, which is good. Really good. The shop. There's nothing good on there, to be perfectly honest, but let's face it, there never really was. And then that brings me on to the bad. The bad being really how I kind of feel about how the update is a missed opportunity, and that missed opportunity being the fact that, you know, really they could have put on a game for you guys to watch. They could have really made some changes to the 1 versus 1 matchmaking. They could have made some changes to 2v2, fixed 2v2. They could have made some balancing changes as well. And I kind of feel that that's why in my previous videos on about a 3.5 update or a 4.0, because Netmarble tend to do a bigger update when they release those kind of numbers, 3.5, 4.0. That is when you expect to see balancing, new overhauls of systems. And I really wanted to see an overhaul, a complete overhaul of the matchmaking, because we all know matchmaking is shockingly bad in the game. And the reason for that is because the players aren't there. And the reason for that is because the matchmaking is shocking. And I've talked about this in almost every video I've made, how bad the matchmaking is. Because players, it's not fun for players to constantly be put up against opponents who are much, much higher level than you. And if you do manage to get lucky and get a win, you get a load of points, which just throws you at the paywall even faster. Which brings me on to the victory rewards. So the victory rewards have been changed, which is a good thing. It's also a bad thing, and the bad thing for that is because, again, it'll just push you towards that paywall. It'll just catapult you there now, because you want to get 9 wins, you want to get your legendary card, you want to get your unique card at the end of it. That's 9 wins, and you're just going to go higher and higher and higher towards Kyber and Kyber Plus, depends on where you are, especially for low level players. And you're going to face off against people who are much stronger than you. You're going to get beaten, you're going to get battered and bruised, and then you probably end up thinking, what's the point of playing this game anymore? Because Netmarble think that if you hit a paywall, you're going to spend money. It doesn't matter if you're not having any fun. You know, they don't want you to have any fun in the game. It just seems that they want you just to keep getting there as quickly as possible, so they think you spend money in the game. And that is further from the truth. And the fact that the player base has dropped like a stone since 3.0, for me, is evidence that that is actually the case. Players are just leaving the game because they're sick of it. And it's frustrating for players who have played the game since day one, like myself and those of you out there who watch, because we've invested a lot of time, a lot of effort. Some of us put a little bit of money in the game, and it just seems that with each update, they're removing the fun elements for free-to-play players, or those players who've just spent a little bit of money in the game. And I'm now going to talk about what I like to call the ugly. Let's leave this game here first, which is ugly. And the ugly being Netmarble. And what do I mean by that? I mean, that platinum pack I just opened up on this stream was for this. And what we're looking at, my rank rewards. So last week, if you logged in to play the game, on the left-hand side column you see your ranking, and then where you see those credits, you would have seen crystals there. Not credits, crystals. And they've removed crystals and replaced it with credits. And they didn't tell anybody about it. They didn't mention it in the patch notes. They didn't tell anyone. And when 3.0 arrived, this is why I was so angry with Netmarble. Because they did stuff like this, didn't tell anybody about the deceitful behaviour, and just thought no one would notice or care, but just did it. And I've done it again here. And it really does get my salt content off the chart. It really just goes over the edge when they do stunts like this. It means now that if you're a free-to-play player, your only source of crystals will be from the 28-day check-in, which gives you 500 crystals a month. That's it. If you're lucky, you'll get crystals from the victory rewards, which again will push you towards a paywall, but there's no guarantee you get crystals in there. The most you'll get from there is 80 a day if you're fortunate to get a 50 and a 30. Yesterday there's none. Today there's some, which I thought would happen. But again, does that really replace the 300 odd you might have got if you're sitting in the middle of a table? No, it's not. But this is what I call the Netmarble approach, and it's disgusting how they keep doing this. They put a post in the forum today, because obviously there's outrage already about this, apologising and saying, "Oh, we're really sorry. We're not, we didn't mean to mislead people. We just forgot to put the patch notes in the patch notes about it." And at the very bottom it says, "Oh, we're going to do better. I promise we'll do better." And I'm sitting there going, "What's that smell? I can smell. It's bullshit. I smell bullshit. That's what I'm smelling." And it just beggars belief. It does. It beggars belief what they're doing. Because now that is the only way. You can't get crystals any other method now. And you think with each update they've just chopped down crystals, rewards, chop, to the point now you don't get any, or you get a tiny amount. Enough to buy Lando a flipping comb for his tash, probably. That's it. So I just thought I need to highlight the fact that Netmarble have done it again. It's like they just want to drive players away from the game. I really haven't got a clue what's going on. And this kind of behaviour is really bringing me to the edge where I'm thinking, you know what? What's the point? I've lost my main account. I've lost 2 years worth of work's gone down the drain. And Netmarble were not helpful, because Netmarble hold the key. All they need to do is change my user ID to another account I've created, and that's it. Done. Won't do that. So I've lost. So there's no incentive for me really to keep playing the game at the moment. And the game is fun. It's frustrating sometimes the fact how Netmarble just continued to push players away. And I always look at things from the point of view from the new players to the game, those players who are free to play, and those who just want to escape from the realities of life, perhaps, or just want to play a Star Wars game and have some fun. And it is increasingly frustrating when you wait ages for a match and then you face off against somebody who's 3 tiers higher than you, and you think, well, what the hell do I do here now? The only saving grace would be that the leader might be level 2 or level 1. It's the only saving grace, perhaps. Because if it's level 5 or 6, you may as well just give up, because you're just not going to do any damage at all. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I really don't know what to say. I really don't know what to say about all this. It's dirty, it's deceitful. It's the sort of behaviour you expect from EA. Oh look, there's Moloch, there he is. It's the sort of behaviour you expect from EA, this sort of behaviour. And it's like Netmarble doing exactly the same thing. They're thinking that, oh well, Galaxy of Heroes has got all this stuff, they've got all this money and all these players. Why can't we have some of that? But I don't realise they're 2 completely different games. One's an RPG. Players play against bots relentlessly. They don't really play, and the stuff in the game you can do as well. The stuff that, you can earn free stuff daily. A lot of free stuff too. Where here it's a fraction of what you get. So let me know what you think in the comments below. Be interested to hear your thoughts. I've ranted on enough. I've tried to do this video 5 times now, but it just turns into a rant because I'm, again, so livid at Netmarble's behaviour again. But yeah, let me know what you think, and I'll see you in the next Star Wars Force Arena video. Thanks for watching, and may the Force be with you.